I won the lottery, yes indeed, it was really me. You see, I met this great big tree. He told me he was free, he taught me how to see. I learned how to really be the secret key. He said, get on your knees and sense the bees. They love the shower and that beautiful flower you just ran over with your mower. Let's get lower, put the ground to your shoulder. See that ant carrying a beetle, legs as thin as a needle. You'll remember being an ant, now helping your tribe underneath the ground, sensing the way how your queen kept you together now. Hear the trees, feel them, they are your home, where you're meant to roam, where you have no bills and take no kills, where your passion, your fire is your supervisor. You feel the info supercharging your mind, oh. The energy from that stone on your ear is turning your gears, blasting down fears to awaken your great connection to the divine connection. Filling your heart full, sealing a brand new pull, making sealing so colorful and gloryful. Have I made it to heaven? These living beings are all my friends. I'm on the other side, a brand new life, full of life. I want my home alive, I want my food alive, I want my spirit alive, I have friends alive. I am not to die, I am so alive. Our souls connected, energy so directed. I am so appreciative, nothing is more valuable than the sacred life and ending. In all things, I am a part of everything. I will now spread my wings and fly in the spirit of that hawk so high.
Guys, I channeled this song in, and it makes so much sense. What really is winning the lottery is this great connection to nature, to the divine. Money does nothing really for us, and do the things we have to buy with it really make us happy when we can just go outside, we can just sit and feel this connection, have this great connection with others, with the animals and the plants. And some people just have never experienced that and they don't know, but I feel like this song and the images maybe can awaken that awareness for some people. I'm doing my best to channel these songs daily, and of course I work with people to awaken this channeling ability, and it's really fun. It helps you in every single area of your life all the time, because some people have so many weird thoughts, or they can't still their mind. But what if every single thought helped you tremendously? Every single thought was a download from your highest awareness, this genius flowing through you. And this is just how I prefer to channel, but you can channel anything you want. Like if you are so focused on actually being a millionaire, billionaire, you will channel in those thoughts. But the thing is, with this energy work that I do, people's thoughts become clear. They're no longer having those distracting thoughts or negative thoughts coming in to sabotage their focus, because what I do is help, and the energy helps to focus your energy so that you actually can manifest quickly and powerfully without hesitation. And who needs things coming in trying to stop you from doing that? People, it helps you remove the people, things that will, and so does your willpower. There's so many things, but I help coach people along with the energy to have your life like an arrow, but yet a really pleasant, amazing one. Like, we can be happy and still get things done and still be on our purpose. And it's about having that great balance of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and not the lower self. And after I do my sessions, sometimes people are immediately put on their purpose and they see what they're supposed to stop, because you can't get on your purpose without quitting some of the things that are blocking it. And they do block it, whether it's a person, a job, a way of life, lifestyles, thinking. There's so many aspects, and I help people through this process, because it could be scary for people that suddenly are aware of what their soul is telling them, but yet there's no one else supporting them, and everyone's trying to actually do the opposite and not support them and tell them not to do these things. So I hope with these 30-day processes and week-long, if that's what you so choose, to integrate into this 5D consciousness, this higher awareness, this happier life. And you know, it is happier when you can actually enjoy that with others. And often we have so many in our lives that that are nowhere near. I mean, a lot of people, I suppose, and I switched my life to have many wonderful people around, a good community, which is what we all are. In a way, we're all ourself experiencing ourself, but some aspects of ourself are not yet there. And the more you get there, the more your life will be reflective of that. So it's about also like embodying the energy of your full self so that your surroundings, your physical manifestation, can reflect it. And you know, I'm spending hours and hours every day doing these videos for nothing because I really want to help people. I don't get paid for these. I really just enjoy helping and making these, and it's from spirit. It's not like just me, but it is my passion to help people, help the environment. And you know, it's on my mind a lot. Just I've always had people try to stop me, and that's why I mention these things. I'm sure I'm not the only one, because the brighter your light, the more people seem to show up and try to stop you, or they do more and more things. And I'm sure my story would horrify people, but the more they do, the happier I am, because you know, I'm like, well, I've got the divine protection. I always get victory, and it's sad. They just have a spirit, or I think it's a little backwards, but I hope that I know that those spiritually in tune feel me and who I am, and no gossip or lie will ever sway, or, you know, you can always see through that. People who are actually in their soul energy, they can see past any lies and laugh at it, you know, about another person. You know, like when you know someone, it's like, no, they're not like that, or, you know, there's so much darkness that people want to deceive. And you've probably experienced, if you're a light worker, and not one of my stalker haters, that, you know, I've had family and all kinds of weird people harass and try to stop me, but I'm not stopping. I'm still doing this work despite all the things, because I know why I came here. A lot of people don't know why they come here. That's why they stalk and harass and obsess over other people. They're not on their purpose whatsoever, because you wouldn't even be looking at what other people are doing when you're on your purpose, you know, unless it's to inspire you. So you probably are like me, have tons of weird people trying to stop you, harass you, and when you get on your purpose, those people won't matter. Like, they're literally just trying to jump up and down in front of your face. Hey, look at me, not your purpose. Look at me. I'm more important than helping the environment. I'm more important. All these mean things I'm saying or doing, all these crimes I'm committing against you, is more important than you helping people. Oh, look at me. You know, that's literally what's going on. And look at it for what it is. You know, people have a spirit, and that spirit is what it's all about. The spirit does not want you to accomplish. And it's all about graduating this life, doing the absolute most you could without letting these people who are not on their purpose distract you. And I just laugh. I'm like, you know, I mean, for what I've gone through, the few words would mean from someone would stop me. Especially when it's the exact opposite of the truth. Or for you, it's like, don't let someone, you know what you've been through, and what you've been through in all the lives, all the lifetimes, you remember millions of lifetimes, and people think one little lifetime, one little thing that they do out of everything you've survived and accomplished would ever stop you. It's ridiculous. So You know, we're here, light workers, to help the planet, to straighten it out from what the muggles have done or whatever this nonsense is. I mean, I even see that anytime I mention UFO or something like that in a video, it gets like almost no views, even if that is not in my tags. And I've always been very suspicious because I've seen that in my videos. When I post something, it's almost like very hidden. And like the government, and I've mentioned in many of my videos directly after seeing the black helicopters when I'm outside, just hovering over me, it's creepy. You know, even just mentioning that in this video will probably get less views because everything is monitored. So when I speak the truth, my videos are prevented from people being seen. So please share my videos and stuff. We're about getting the truth out. And like that How to Train Your Dragon video, please watch that and share it on Facebook. I may get back to posting on other social media, but like I've said, I've just had so many creepers really harassing me. Like people I banned from my sessions because they were trying to force me to work and do my work in a different way. Someone starting with an S and an E especially. So they were contacting people. I mean, it was just very obsessive. So please screenshot things, send it back to me, because we need to stand up for women being harassed, for light workers being harassed, and, you know, when they've done illegal actions against us, it needs to be spoken about. And, you know, just because I refuse to work someone doesn't mean they need to start doing crimes against me. But I've had this happen so many times this life, just because I refuse to not be an independent woman and have some husband protector or whatever. They think that they can do this, you know, but they can't. It's just like if we let them get away with it and not speak up about it, that sickness will continue. And so that person who started with an S that was contacting many of you, and an E, and any of you, if you've been harassed by anyone, speak up about it. You know, you need to post about it. You need to say, like, this is the person harassing me. Like, I don't ever reach out to people on any other social media. You have to come to me. I don't stalk people's pages. I don't ever look at people's home pages or whatever, any media. That's creepy. I just don't. And that's a sign, though, that someone has a spirit and they're, you know, they have a low vibration. Like, unless you're like using it positively. But if you have any negative energy within you whatsoever, like hatred for someone, and you can't let it go, that's literally going to destroy you. You know, like, you're not trusting the divine. The divine has something better for you. It doesn't make any sense. You know, our whole focus is about helping nature, helping the light. And people want to say that someone's out there doing something negative when they have a good spirit. Really? You know, it's, you know, like me, I have to be a little more discerning, because I had to change up all my work so that people would do the work, and it's so beneficial. But yeah, so that they can't just vampire off my energy. That's not what I'm about. I'm about teaching you the skills. So, you know, this is what you know, I'm a hard worker. I work all day long. I do a lot of physical work. I love physical work. I love doing energy healing. I do my past life regressions with people. I'm doing making videos. I'm designing. I'm creating. I'm channeling. I'm doing all this stuff all the time. And it's why I'm here. You know, in the spirit realm, you're just kind of like, I guess, floating around. I'm not sure. But here, you know, we're here to grind and do it and enjoy it. And so, and if anyone feels called to work with me or reconnect with me or whatever it may be, I'm here. And you know, we're unstoppable. We're not going to let little bitty things stop us from our purpose and our passion. And they can try, you know, and whatever these manifestations are that try to stop us. Because sometimes that's just spirit getting you on your purpose. And, you know, it's like, you know, you're just like testing you to see if you're still getting bothered by tiny little fleas biting you. Like, okay, you know, when people act like little fleas or little ticks, it's like you're bigger than that. You don't have to go around biting people and spreading poison, and you know, you're so much more than that. Like, if someone's stooping to that level, space and distance sometimes may be the way to show them that they can be more. But being egotistical and monstrous is not how they become more, but they'll have to learn that sometimes the slower way. But anyway, love you guys and my true tribe, my light workers, and I'm here and request anything. But sometimes when y'all request something, I had already downloaded it in the spirit or from y'all directly, so it's really funny. But I'm just getting downloads for whatever kind of videos I can make, but the shorts allow me to do more videos. But I'll try to do more longer videos again. I recorded some UFOs doing this triangular pattern the other night on the full moon, which is neat. Have had a lot of amazing synchronicities and stories to tell, so yeah, but please share my videos on Facebook and in places like that, if you feel like it spoke to you strongly, if it was spirit speaking to you, God, source, like speaking to you, please share it on social media. And like I said, I'll when I can like get my socials figured out, I just feel like just only doing YouTube for the moment, but here soon I'll get other things going. And I love the true tribe members of Souls Empowered who are really tapped in and into my energy, into being this person who's surrendered to helping nature and helping, and not just about making lots of money and all that. Like someone was like, oh, one of the bully spirited people was like, oh, why don't you make your prices affordable? Like my prices are like $25 an hour, which is not expensive, especially for how much I have to pay every month and every year for my work. I can't go lower than $25 an hour. Like when I have 2-hour phone calls with someone every day, or like it's like maximum $50 an hour for my sessions, and I'm doing way more. We're talking on the phone, and before I was doing 6 hours of work for $111, so that was like not working for me. And I just have longer sessions now. I'm working with someone all day long, or for a whole week, or for a whole month. And so if you do the math and calculate it, it is not a higher price, you know. I mean, I was doing overtime, is what I was saying like before with the 111 thing, but it is not more work being done, because if I only work with someone for an hour, they're not really getting as much of a transformation as they could if they worked with me all day or all week or all month. Like I cannot just let someone have the quick little come in for an energy bath and go, because they're not learning the lessons, they're not doing the deep work. So I'm doing this because I care, and I know that they need more to have a more permanent effect. Because yes, the energy is very permanent, but there's more than just the energy. There's I need to talk to someone, understand where their blocks are, how their mind is working, their thoughts, their manifestations, their belief systems, everything. So yeah, so I'm here for that, and I'm gonna end here because I can talk for forever. Alright guys, ciao.